Part 2 is gonna fucking dramatically take a turn on my end. I'll tell you what.
It's George and Brendan's Real Big Time Podcast.
Make you listen to this 4 times.
It's time for George and Brendan's Real Big Time Podcast. It's the
Most important pod in the world. Man, I love a good sea shanty.
Yeah, that's a shant.
Shant?
That's a shanty shant.
That's a shant. Did you ever play Assassin's Creed?
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
Flag?
That's
there's
like
a lot of sea
music.
shanties.
Yeah.
Kind of shit kind of makes you want to get scurvy.
It's so crazy that people used to die from that.
Yeah, and it was really because they just wouldn't eat fruit.
Yeah, because it was gay back then.
Yeah, it was. They're like, that's not God, bro. You can't eat that.
I think Zachary Taylor died of eating fruit. He died at the White House after being, I think his second term, during his inauguration party, he died of eating berries and milk.
Who?
Because they were Zachary Taylor.
He died of berries and milk?
It was either William Henry Harrison or Zachary Taylor.
I feel like it was...
William Henry Harrison.
Wasn't
I thought it was pneumonia.
Pneumonia after
I
being
think it
out
was
too long. So
Zachary Taylor then.
he died from berries and milk.
Yep.
Berries and milk.
It's like maybe that guy shouldn't have been commander in chief,
Yeah.
actually.
It was actually an assassination.
Yeah. That's the thing too. Like you don't there was poison that existed back then, but there was no apparent foe that would want to kill him at that time. So they just assumed it was dietary, but it would have been arsenic.
Yeah.
Probably his wife.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, blame a woman.
Always is.
She was fucking my 10x great granddad, I think. That's all right.
Anyway, welcome to George and Brendan's Real Big Time Podcast, everybody. We're back again for part 2 of our talk with Chase Portaro. How are you doing, Chase?
Amazing.
Doing
Amazing.
good?
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
thanks again for
Back
coming
again.
back. New week, new
Yep.
us, same outfits.
Yep.
As always.
I haven't showered or shit.
Every time I go on vacation, I have such a regular poop, and then I come back home and it's just diarrhea again. And I'm just like, there's something they're putting in our
Something
food.
about it. Yeah, because you went to Punta Cana.
I went to Punta Cana, dude. That shit was crazy. Did you guys know there's black Mexicans?
Yeah, I figured.
That's what Dominican people are.
It's mine and Brendan's granddad's worst nightmare. Those 2 words in the same sentence.
Black Mexicans.
Brendan's like, where?
No, yeah, it was cool, man. Except we stayed at an all-inclusive resort, and after a while, you start to notice that the people that work there are there the whole fucking time, like from sun up to sunrise, sun down to sun up or whatever.
Damn.
And then you're just like, how are they paying these people well? Like, do they live here?
And the answer is
They're not paying them well, and they live there.
slavery almost.
It's crazy. And I wish I could afford to get served by white people, but I can't afford that yet. So one day.
You're like passing like an all-inclusive daiquiri. You're like, I don't have any cash. Sorry. Here, trying to tip with a drink. Here's a pina colada for your troubles.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, how do you you're like, these fucking whites, am I right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I spoke Spanish to them the whole time. I don't want anyone to know that I'm American. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, it's like you're driving to the
Blanco
resort.
de Diablos, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you forgot. Yeah, you forgot that.
More tequila. More tequila, please.
That's so funny complaining, but you complain in English.
In English, yeah. Where's my fucking drink?
That's so funny.
Bought weed off a guy off the beach. That was pretty cool. He tried to charge me $180 for 4 grams.
Damn.
And I was like, brother,
Whoa.
This
where I
better
come
kill
from,
me.
I get an ounce of the best shit you've ever had for $100 at home, dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, he's different here. And I was like, yeah, but
He's like, I have a gun.
fair enough. Good price. Yeah, he came up to me with a conch, and I was like, I don't want that. And he's like, marijuana, cocaine. And I was like, oh, this guy.
Okay.
He's like, all right, now hold this. And he goes across the beach. You have to hold the conch.
But yeah, love being out in the sea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out on the salty waters, which brings us to our next segment, a brand new segment we have for you
Hell
guys.
yeah.
Here we go.
I wish sailing the seas where the legends are made, with a chest full of gold and a sharp sharpened blade. No storm can stop us, we're ruling the night. Real big time pirates, ready for the fight.
That's right. Real big time pirates.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
That actually kind of got me hyped up.
But we're talking about a different type of pirate, right? I guess.
No, it's same pirate.
Same pirate.
Yeah, yep. She is a female pirate.
Oh, lady
She's
pirate.
a lady woman pirate.
Okay.
And she is from China.
Okay.
Okay. So Chinese people can be pirates too, guys. We can all agree on that. Let's just want to start off by saying that.
Was she a pirate in China or like a pirate in the Caribbean?
A pirate in China.
Okay.
That's such a weird stereotype to be like, Chinese people can't be pirates.
It's a whole different thing. It's like sea ninjas or something.
They're pirate. Yeah, they're kung fu pirate or
No, not in China. Kung Fu's
Chinese.
Chinese. You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Cut that.
No, I'm still racist.
cut it.
So are you. So
You're just standing. I'll pile in. You're just standing on the bow of the boat and you just get a ninja star in your neck.
There's no cannons. Just got stuff.
But this woman is very interesting. She was born Gang, but I think that they changed her name when she married her first husband to Jung Yi Sao. And that literally just means wife of Jung Yi.
They changed her whole last name.
They changed her name. Her husband's name is Jung Yi, and her name is just Jung Yi Sao.
dude, honestly, I would marry Megan if people had to start calling her wife of Brendan.
That's so funny.
Wife of Brendan
At the DMV.
Two girls go up. I guess there's two Brendans here.
No, they're both mine.
That's funny.
1 and 2.
So she started her life before she met her husband as a prostitute, and she ended up becoming a pirate. And
P2P.
so basically, I chose this story because I've always loved pirates. I've always loved prostitutes. And I've always loved Asian people.
There it is. The
That's
trifecta.
That's why. And also she, I bet she was hot as fuck. Too.
Yeah, you can't see it, but fully erect.
I'm actually
The table's lifting up.
man overboard. Oh. No, I'd let her let me fire my cannon at her. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. Yeah,
But
sexualize her.
no, she'd probably kill me as soon as she could cut off my dick with a sword without me taking my pants off.
I'm gonna change her name to Killer of Chase.
So she's from these. Her ethnic background is also very interesting because she's from a outcast ethnic minority in China called the Tonga people. And they're very interesting because they're boat dwellers. So they've been expelled, like basically in the Qing dynasty whenever she was living. And they were also heavily colonized by the Portuguese and the English too throughout the kingdom, right? So those different alliances of the Qing dynasty and stuff. But they basically all agreed that whatever ethnic group she was a part of should live out in the sea.
These are sea ones. These are sea Chinese. Dude, look at them. Look at her.
And it's kind of
How about
crazy.
you go live out there
Literally.
in the water?
Yeah. You ever see Waterworld? Pretty dope.
That would be kind of sick, like just growing up on just like a boat. But you can see shore. That's the fucked up part about it.
Mother, can we go to shore?
Oh, that's so
Not
funny.
our cast.
Yeah,
So-
not the Tongas.
Basically, she meets this guy, this pirate named Jung Yi, or the aphromentioned.
I was going to ask, is he a pirate? He was
Yeah.
a pirate. Okay.
And he basically was just like this baller of a pirate, right? And he was like, he had a pirate force so strong. I think he commanded 400 ships between 40 and 70,000 people.
At a certain point, you're not a pirate anymore, right? When you have 400 ships,
Exactly.
you're just like a navy.
That's like that's like from the last episode, like me joining like an fraternity to be like, we're not part of the government, but like you're a pirate that has an HR department.
Yeah, logistically, you have to at that point.
Yeah.
So he basically the one part of this guy's story is that at one point during his reign as the top pirate. So also he was kind of smart in that like he united a bunch of these. I think he united 7 different large fleets into the full confederation. There was some infighting, and he ended up taking full control of all of it. But he basically, let me get this right. He adopted this guy, and it was when he was pirating, named Zheng Bao.
He adopted like a grown man.
He adopted a 15-year-old.
Okay.
And he basically, Wikipedia says adopted and forced into piracy. So, imagine being
You're my son, and you work for me now.
And you get kisses.
Yeah, it's like imagine.
Kiss your father.
It's what pirates do.
Kiss your daddy.
It's like imagine
giving this
like
Chinese guy a British accent. Just because I can't do the Chinese accents.
what would like oh dude
You can't.
Yeah, no one listens to this. I totally can't.
instead of like the spelling of like pirates saying R, it's L, but they still say R. That felt hack, but it was still fun, right?
No, yeah. How does a Chinese pirate say R? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like exactly how you'd imagine it. But so basically, this guy Zheng Bao, he forces him into piracy. Oh wait, let me go back. So at one point in this guy's like piracy campaign, when you're a pirate, like you won't stop until you either die or like there's no stopping. Like eventually, it's like the mafia. Like you have to be in it.
Yeah, you can't quit pirate.
Yeah, you're pirate for life.
Pirate for life.
Beat in, beat out, you know?
Or as the Chinese would say, I'm just kidding. I used to. What you want, hanbao? That just means I like hamburgers in Chinese, actually. I used to take Chinese. So, any Chinese listeners out there?
You're like, so I can say it.
I used to take Chinese.
Ni hao, what's your chusa?
Nice.
That means hello, I'm Chase.
Wait, Chase in Chinese is what?
Chusa?
Chusa?
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn, dude, you were really trying to get a Chinese girl, weren't you?
I'm still trying.
I'm trying to find my Zheng Sao.
Yeah. Find my wife a Chase.
I'm somewhat of a pirate. Right? I can't feel my left leg sometimes.
I got a fleet.
Yeah, I ride a bike. No, so he adopts this guy named Zheng Bao. I keep getting ahead of myself in the story. He basically, like I said, you're not stopping at any point. You want to take over as much, like, I guess, coastline and ports and ships. Really, you're trying to just maximize your fleet capacity.
Yeah, you're fleet maxing.
Yeah, ship maxing, yeah.
He had a larger fleet than the Qing dynasty at this point, and almost
crazy.
Yeah, that's not.
just one guy.
They're in the palace like, should we do something about this?
And you know why? It's probably because he spoke the language that they spoke, and the Qing dynasty did not. They spoke
A different
dialect of Chinese. So it was just like that's so funny. Like back in the day, you could just like overtake a place if you knew how to speak their language. Like, you guys tired of like
I can't understand them, dude.
Yeah. Like they don't even fucking talk like you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they don't.
So he tries to. I think Macau, which is I can't remember. Is Macau modern day Hong Kong? I think I'm almost positive it is.
Honestly, I
Don't
don't
quote
know
me.
Yeah.
Chinese geography
Couldn't
that
tell
well.
you, but that sounds right.
Basically, the Portuguese.
Macau, macaque. You know what I'm
Oh, nice.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Let's fucking go,
Yeah.
dude. Let's fucking go.
It was named.
Please tune in every
I'm a
Thursday.
fucking idiot.
No, it's definitely it is. I'm confusing it with Hong Kong because it's like Hong Kong. It's one country, two systems. Like Hong Kong is like, well, now that the 100-year lease expired, whenever England leased Hong Kong to
Yeah, it expired, so
China.
now China has
But
control of it, right?
Macau is a similar setup where like they were colonized by the Portuguese so long that they formed their own culture and government system,
Gotcha.
but they're still under the Chinese government
Right.
because
Yeah.
anyways, they the Macau is like fortified by the Portuguese Navy, right?
Mhm.
And at one point, the guy Zheng Yi, the first husband of Zheng Yisao, tries to negotiate with the Portuguese to be like, I think that you should just join me and then let me take all of China and defeat the Qing dynasty. And the Portuguese is like, no. Like they're like pirates. They like behead people and like
Yeah.
gamble and like, you know, all this type
Yeah,
of shit.
they're pretty sick.
So he's that powerful. He can like negotiate with the Chinese, like with the Portuguese to overtake all of China.
Yeah.
So anyways, he dies very suddenly because at 42, he falls off a ship.
Damn.
What a way to go.
Yeah.
He didn't have...
Did he drown or?
That's a good point. In Wikipedia, it said there's no Yeah, he drowned. He died. There's no speculation of like somebody trying to overtake
Maybe
him.
his wife.
They were living in the Pax Pirata. But so anyways, at this point, the son is like 25, right? The adopted son.
Yeah.
And Chung Yi Sao has had 2 babies with Chung Yi, but he's dead, right? But she technically, pirates were pretty favorable towards women because by property value, she inherited all of the fleet, everything.
Okay.
And informally the command, but she won over the approval of the family. But she formed a close relationship with her adopted stepson, Jung Dao.
Oh, how close of a relationship?
It's speculated that
Like a Woody Allen thing?
Opposite?
She basically reversed Woody Allen her way into piracy. So somehow it's better because they're both Chinese. But it's crazy. She ends up having 2 kids with him and marrying him. And then basically they go on this like 15-year run together where they're just like playing. They have like 700 ships. They've increased it from 400 to 700.
And her name is still
Chung Yi Sao. Yes.
Well, she's fucking her son.
Yeah.
His son.
But it was
God.
probably something like weirdly to do with like, because it said that it's rumored that they actually had a relationship before Chung Yi even died.
Oh.
But afterwards, I could see it being like something being like, this is how I honor my family by fucking my stepmother and keeping the family together.
This is what dad would have wanted. This is what dad would have done.
It's like an honor thing.
Someone's got to fuck my mom.
He's like, it feels honorable.
But she's not even really his stepmom. She's really just more of his adopted mother because he never had a mother.
Yeah, but he was like 15, you know? I'm like justifying it.
That's old enough. Back in
Look,
China.
it was a different time. 1775 Macau was a crazy time. Everybody was fucking 15-year-old Chinese boys in 1775 Macau. What a time.
She was an independent woman, okay? I support feminism.
Yeah, an independent woman who kept the name of her dead husband for the rest of her life.
Which was property of.
That's probably what the Wikipedia didn't tell you. It wasn't wife of. It was probably
of. Yeah.
More of a chattel connotation. But anyways, they basically go on this run where they just play chicken with the Portuguese government because the Portuguese have now allied themselves with China. And basically things are so bad in the province area and they've literally destroyed the Chinese Navy and they've kept it that way. So the only thing that they have to rely on is the Portuguese Navy. They end up negotiating with the woman and not the man because the woman was considered an extension of her dead husband. And the guy was he was kind of like a Joseph in this situation. He's basically sitting in like the tuck chair.
But still getting fucked.
But basically, they ended up having a great life. She lived she negotiated with the Portuguese government to give her amnesty, and she got to keep of the 70,000, 8,000 men. So she got to keep a small army, a huge piece of land in Canton.
So she got out a pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She successfully, she's like the only woman to have ever been a successful pirate.
Yeah.
And
She's-
one of your listeners is like, not the only.
Anne Bonny. Anne Bonny technically never was killed. So.
But she basically was the only one pirate, male or female, to ever make it out of the system. You know?
Yeah. Well, she's definitely the most, I would say overall, the most successful pirate to ever live. Because I don't think, I mean, Henry Avery maybe, but like I don't know, like what you said to your point of like, yeah.
Usually die a pirate.
Yeah. Like they usually die a pirate or a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Really,
like
some type of
400
tragedy.
people of the 70,000 that did get executed because they were so notorious for being killed. And then they just displayed them in they used to.
Yeah. Back when we were a real country. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Also, I read about her is that she they were not her crew, like that they were not allowed to rape. It was very they were not allowed to essay. No. It was very against if they were caught doing that.
That's why I picked her.
They were executed.
It's just full of feminists on the show. That's nice.
It was actually they were very.
You knew about this lady before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm
you had a pirate phase?
I like pirates.
You're a big pirate guy?
Yeah, it's part of my tism. You know what I mean?
Piratism?
Piratism, dude.
Piratism.
I get a bit of tism with the pies.
I used to be upset. That's why I picked this story, is because like I used to be upset. I used to have a Pirates of the Caribbean themed room, and like
like the movie?
Yeah,
nice.
I used to have like posters and shit, and like my mom got me this like bed from IKEA that was like a pirate ship. It was lame as fuck. You know how lame it was, dude? I was an only child, and it was a bunk bed.
This is where my brother would be if I had one. He's my best friend.
He's my first mate.
I should have jumped off the top bunk. But I had a pirate themed birthday when I was like 4 or 5, and this guy who, looking back on it, was probably a meth head, honestly. He showed up to my house, and I think he was an amputee because he had a peg leg.
That was awesome.
And the peg leg was up really far. Like, there was no way.
Yeah.
I got something to show you, boy. Come look at my peg leg.
Yeah, it's either he was like a former like addict, or he was like a war vet.
Dude, that'd be so sad.
I think it probably was
getting your leg blown off in Iraq and having to be a pirate for the rest of your life.
He's like showing kids in the corner, like when he takes it off. He's showing them
I lost my leg in Fallujah. Yar.
The Al Qaeda, there's some. The Taliban, those are real pirates.
I took on Captain Osama bin Laden.
That's so funny. I'm like, did they hit you with a cannonball? He's like trying to explain an IED to a 5-year-old.
It was a cannonball inside of a Coke can, actually. On the side of the road. And I'll never see my best friend again.
Just single tear.
Yar.
He made a pigeon appear. That's funny as shit.
He was a pirate and a magician?
Yeah, he was a pirate magician.
That's pretty cool.
He made a pigeon appear into a cannonball, and then he made the pigeon appear back into the cannonball, and everybody was like, where the fuck did the pigeon go?
It's dead.
Yeah.
There's 2 different pigeons you saw.
That's dinner.
Damn. Do you think so? You're leaning towards meth though for that guy?
Yeah, and then he touched me booty.
Your mom tried to pay him. He's like, it's payment enough.
I do it for the kids. For the sheer love of it. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I feel like this guy would probably be into what's our next subject is here. Let's go into our next segment.
Yeah,
Real big time news.
Stop the prayer.
Big time news.
You to bed.
I'm like, I can't do it.
Grand, but mostly weird stuff from Florida, man.
That's
Real big time news.
Oh, yeah. All right. So this news article comes from Men's Health. And the title is Inside the Battle for Bigger and Bigger Balls.
The battle.
Okay, so Marcus has humongous balls. His ball sack, he claims, is bigger than an apple, bigger than a mango. The 57-year-old has been obsessed with enlarging his balls for decades. A passion he thinks grew out of comic books he read as a child. By the way, I don't remember reading any comics. Big ball man. Giant testicle boy. But yeah, apparently because it was filled with drawings of shape-shifting bodybuilders. Why he was hyperfixated on genitals, though, he isn't sure. According to his own measurements, Marcus says he's got a scrotal sack up to 14.5 inches. about the size of a small cantaloupe. By injecting sugar lube, a surgical lubricant made of natural water-soluble gums, into the region. It's the latest in over 30 years of scrotal experiments, which include pumping saline solution infusions.
Yes.
Is it in his sack or in his testicle? He injects.
I think it's in the ball, like not into the testicles, but in the sack.
In this, like in between.
Yeah, just in the where all the balls juice. What is in there?
Well, you got the sack
pee.
part.
It's pee.
It's pee.
It's as hard as balls.
Yeah. So.
Thought this was a fact show.
Quote, I'm astonished at how flexible the testicles are. They just expand.
Yeah.
You might call it ball maxing, the pursuit of bigger and bigger balls by fluid infusions. Yeah. And according to scrotal stretching obsessives, and it's an exhilarating endeavor. On the subreddit Saline Inflation, which has over 8,700 followers, members share photos of extraordinarily enlarged scrotums, taut and near translucent.
Oh my god! So you can like
it looks like a fucking balloon.
It looks like
a water balloon.
It looks like an alien head, probably.
Yeah.
I should have gone to that site. But maybe I'll do it after.
It's like, what does your dad do? It's like, mine plays golf. And it's like, mine enlarges his ball sack.
Yeah, could you imagine, like, just fucking seeing some guy in his fucking
Dude, that doesn't your dick just look like those are guys who just don't fuck anymore, and they're just like, I'm gonna get my balls big though. Like, what the fuck?
There's no single reason that leads someone to inflate their genitals with fluid, but genital expansion fanatics describe it as an array of celestial terms: electrifying, addictive, euphoric, transcendental. It's like salvia, apparently.
See, those guys shouldn't be allowed to use the bathroom.
Or have these guys need their own restroom.
They don't need to be around children.
This is the ball maxing restroom. Oh my god.
Yeah, imagine just like at the link, like pissing in the fucking trough, and you just I'm like, no way.
It's a fucking watermelon.
Like, is that guy what? Does that guy have fruit in his underwear?
Jack
Why
says,
is that guy cupping his balls?
I'm like, sir, crazy question, but can I take a picture?
get in there.
You have to put it on 0.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the extra wide for this.
Yeah, you take his balls, you put it over your face.
Nothing really.
That was just gay as fuck, Brendan. You're like, yeah, and then you take him and you put him on your face.
Yeah, and then you love it, and then you started falling in love with him, and you meet his family, and they're like really nice.
That wouldn't you wouldn't do that. It's not the first thing you would do. You fucking put his balls, and you're like,
you introduce the balls to your mom. That's hilarious.
You wouldn't clap them together, you know, like coconuts.
He's thought about this a lot. Yeah. Nothing really matches experiencing it yourself, Jack, a 31-year-old blue-collar worker who's into scrotal saline inflation, says. You have to talk yourself
into
balls
anymore. At that point, dude, they're just.
Imagine like picking up a guy, your girl at a bar, and you're like, oh, he's got a huge dick, and then he pulls out his pants and he's just all balls.
You have to talk yourself into doing it. Find the time, get everything prepped, and then sit there from 30 minutes to an hour and a half while it takes effect. The procedure works by transporting fluids into your scrotal sac via IV line, piercing the skin where the base of the penis meets the scrotum with a butterfly needle or a catheter. Jesus Christ. Whew. You may feel a burning sensation as the saline fills your scrotal sac.
You may feel a burning sensation. I think you're definitely going to feel the worst pain you've ever felt in your life.
But for some ball expansion aficionados, this is part of the appeal. Oh. Watching it happen and feeling it in real time is intense, Jack says. The buildup is electric. It's similar to a really good foreplay. It takes upwards of 30 minutes for a bag of sodium chloride to fill the scrotal sac, according to a guide for beginners pinned at the top of our saline inflation subreddit. A liter of saline is said to inflate your scrotal sac for 24 to 42 hours. And the more fluid is inserted, the longer the effects last. Once enlarged and inflated, scrotum feels heavier than usual, intensifying the sensory experience of moving around. Sex also feels different.
Non-existent.
Once your balls are slapping against her tits.
And it's all straight dudes who are doing this too. Not one gay dude in the ball maxing community.
Yeah, it's definitely.
There's this mass that has its own momentum and inertia. Marcus explains.
Marcus, what fucking Marcus.
Marcus is the name of a guy who definitely would ball max. Dude.
Some saline inflators associate saline play with BDSM in its blending of painful and pleasurable sensations, but the exact origin of the fetish is murky. There's little written about saline play, and it's difficult to say definitively when folks began blowing up their scrotal sac with fluid. Penis modification, on the other hand, is well documented as far as back as ancient Greece. Men have been meddling with their members, pulling their foreskins and tying up with cord to hide the glands. I don't know.
I've seen a native tribe, and there was this when I was watching this thing in anthropology class one time. They basically all the men, they wore string around their waist and they tied their foreskin to enclose their glands, which is the glands is the head of your penis.
Oh, okay. So
that's what your foreskin covers.
Gotcha.
And they would tie it up like that. Now it's modesty, of course. That was them paying you respect. Yeah. They weren't showing you the glands.
In India, the Kama Sutra, written around the 13th century CE, advises males to rub their penises with a bristled insects to elongate it. You have to give that a try.
Insects.
Yeah, bristled insects.
You know what I think would be cool? You know, how like women and some of those, they like wear those rings.
Oh,
to,
yeah,
like,
to expand their necks.
You can do that with your ball sack, dude.
It's not a big ball. It's just really long.
Throw them over your shoulder. Yeah. You can use it as a weapon. Like, was that a slingshot?
The Tupamana tribe in Brazil are said to have allowed venomous snakes to bite their penises in hopes that the penises would expand. Damn. The first...
We've all been there, boys. I'm like, should I let a snake bite it? At this point, I'll try anything.
That I can understand.
The first acrylic penile implants were created in 1952, followed by liquid silicone fillers 2 decades later. Penile lengthening surgeries continued to develop through the knots. You can get, what is this? Ligamentinolysis? Slicing the ligament that connects the penis to the pubic bone. Fat transplantation, dermal filler injections. And it's said that between 2013 and 2017, 45,604 penile enhancements were performed nationwide.
It's crazy that I'm so like for like gender affirming surgery in the trans community, but as soon as I hear about a straight guy getting surgery on his dick, I'm like, that fucking faggot. Straight guys should not have surgery on their dick whatsoever unless it's falling off of you, and then you should just call it a day.
No, I think if my opinion, here's my opinion. I think if you get a micro penis, I think you gotta get
just to get a regular penis.
You gotta be gay and you gotta be a bottom. Okay, that's your only life choice. That's the only, you gotta get fucked in the ass. God dealt you that hand.
Okay, so yeah, as penile producer.
Actually, a lot of my listeners are micro penis havers, so I'd like to retract that statement.
I thought you were about to say, "Oh, my fraternity member."
No, I was actually being heterophobic right there. I was being cis heterophobic.
So you're right.
Yeah, break it down. Listen to the tape, guys. But if you listen to it in reverse, I'm being transphobic.
People apparently get scrotox, a procedure which involves injecting Botox into the scrotum with potentially cosmetic benefits, including smoother skin and the temporary appearance of larger testicles. I never thought about my ball sack and be like, that's too wrinkly. I wish it was real smooth. Smooth balls would be weird.
Smooth balls.
Just completely smooth.
That's
like
how my girl likes them smooth.
I'm ball minimizing. I'm trying to get mine smaller. I'm coming as much as possible. I'm coming as much as possible so they shrivel back up inside of me.
For many saline inflators, the potential shock factor of their uber bulbous balls continues contributes to the erotic appeal. One 29-year-old IT worker who is into scrotum pumping tells me, I know it's a freaky, abnormal looking thing. That's exactly why I like about it.
Dude, that's like, dude, straight guys are so obsessed with balls. It's crazy. Like women don't fucking care. I don't think they don't, right? Like,
Yeah, I did meet one woman who did say that she liked big balls, but I think she was weird. So I don't know.
But
That's like a guy saying he likes like feet. Like that's like that's the same brain part of the brain.
But it's like they get like I feel like it's got to be like a just be. I got to make my balls the biggest.
It's like that episode of South Park where Randy he gets testicle cancer and then everybody he makes it look cool so everybody in the town gets testicle cancer
and they're all bouncing on their balls.
Yeah. It's to carry him around in a shovel. That is, but the guy with ball surgery. I knew this one guy who. I heard this from John Bryce. Actually, shout out to him for his friend got testicle cancer and had to get a ball chopped off.
Yeah.
But the one ball, he didn't get a prosthetic. The one ball got bigger because it had to overcompensate for the other one.
Oh, how about
so
that?
if you're a real balls maxer, you cut off the other ball and then you try to get one as big as possible.
This guy has this funny quote. Other balls maxers enjoy feeling like a hefty animal, like a bull or a cow. Hefty animal.
Hefty. I like feeling like an animal.
Yeah, it's just like a 5'4", 140-pound guy being like, I like to feel like an animal. I want to be a cow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically that's ball maxing for you.
Yeah.
People injecting liquid in their balls to get bigger balls, which is nothing I've ever been insecure about. But maybe now, maybe I'll look in the mirror and be like, hey, you know what? Those balls are tiny.
Yeah, I'm starting to look at myself, feel differently.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, fellas. Don't worry about your balls that much. Maybe, although it does seem for them, it's not necessarily about the look. They just like it. They like how it feels.
Yeah, because it's not like they're.
I'm trying to imagine it right now.
I feel like it's just a bunch of dudes who got interviewed they love it. They're probably trying to cool guy it. And they're like, no, I just prefer it that way. Like it's like not anything to do with the fact that I was molested.
Putting their hand. Yeah. They're putting their hand on their balls. Like, it fucking feels great.
This is hilarious. Marcus says he once got his scrotum stuck in the toilet after inflating it with 2 liters of saline. It tore the skin, which became a seeping blister. It was a bit painful, he says. I'm actually still recovering from that. But within a few weeks, the wound had healed and Marcus was plowing on.
Hell yeah.
I'm thinking a little bit bigger would be nice, he says. The plan is to add 30 cubic centimeters of subiglube to the left ball sack and 20 to the right. That should be perfect.
Yeah,
why more? Yeah, why more on the one side than the other?
Well, they got to be uneven because balls are uneven.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I like how he's still going for realism. He's like sharpening on the vein.
Yeah, that's good. Dude, can you imagine when these guys are like, if they even make it to like 60?
They're
like
going to die clearly of something.
Yeah.
A fucking blood infection from injecting
their fucking balls are going to be down to their ankles. They're old men, dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
dude, that's going to stretch their fucking balls. Dude, it's so bad. It's going to be so much weight.
Have you ever seen people too that like are trying to regrow their foreskin after being
what? You can do
circumcised?
Yeah. No, but yes.
Do tell.
John. Yeah, How To with John Wilson.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
They make like a device that pulls your dick, so it like pulls it up.
Pulls it up.
So you're just using the same amount of skin. You're doing a repurposed foreskin.
Yeah.
You're basically you're choosing to make your probably shortens your. Or probably decreases feeling because it's not a natural foreskin. It's not taut right there.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It doesn't. I don't think it helps or does anything.
I think,
it's just.
Why am I trying to? I'm like that's not logical. Obviously.
Obviously. Yeah, they're tying their penis to the head of their bedside.
Yeah, so there's like a weight and there's a pulley system.
Yeah,
and
they sleep.
Yeah. You sleep with the device on to grow your balls. Not your balls, your foreskin.
That is psychotic. Imagine like having to like wake your dad up to take you to school and he's like, I'll be in
Yeah, just give me 25 minutes, pal. I need to get myself out of this. Actually, can you give me a hand?
Yeah.
Buddy, I'm kind of stuck here.
And you're like, Dad, just go to therapy. You were molested. It's fine. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh my
Those type of
god.
people are so funny. Like the fucking men's rights foreskin thing.
No, it's fucking so stupid. Yeah, dude.
They're funny. They're funny people.
I mean, it is. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
It's a bunch of husbands who wish they could still eat meat. It's a bunch of wives compulsing their husbands to do something they don't want to do, and they don't think that they'll ever be able to like exist outside of her. So they're like, yeah, I'll fucking regrow my foreskin for you if that's what it takes for you to fuck me. Still, I will grow a foreskin.
I don't know. The one thing I saw, the wife seemed pretty embarrassed about the whole thing. I don't think she's the one that wanted it. Yeah, but that's
Imagine not wanting to come out gay so much that you regrow your foreskin. You're like, no, I just don't want to fuck like the next 3 years while I regrow this.
yeah. Or inject your ball sack with a bunch of saline solution. Oh man,
That's so funny.
I try that sometime. Who knows? I'm not here to judge. You know what I mean?
But it is that same type of dude that would like inflate his balls to like a basketball and be like, transgender women shouldn't be reading to my children.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like you're scaring everybody, every one of your kids' friends when you pick them up from school.
Christy Gnome's husband with the big fucking fake titties.
That was his balls pushed up, actually.
Those were ball maxed balls, dude. Hell yeah.
It's fun.
That's good.
Well, that is our end of our second
Yeah,
episode
dude.
with Chase Portaro. Thank you so much for coming, Chase.
Thanks for having me, guys.
This will be out in 2 weeks. You plugged some shows last episode. We're in one of those dates again.
All right.
The one we've already happened, but there's one in
May 30th.
Victory?
Right?
July 30th. I
Or
already
July
forgot it. Isn't that
30th.
crazy?
30th.
July 30th, cutoff comedy at Victory Brewing on the rooftop. It's going up, boys. Brendan's on it. Me and Dylan are hosting. And then also just follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, follow on Instagram. Is Instagram handles right there. Your Instagram handles right
Yeah,
there.
or leaves every Friday night.
Or leaves every Friday.
Yes,
Basically
dude.
married every Monday.
Yeah, and if you got giant balls, dude,
Well, send us a picture.
I want to suck them.
Brandon wants to fucking get
I
in
just
there.
kind of want to. Honestly,
Give me your poor, you're tired, you're
Brandon
weird.
wants to get on the speed bag, dude.
Yeah, speed bag. I want to do something. I don't know, dude. If they're huge, I kind of want to. I don't know. I'm curious.
Brendan's gay for big balls.
No, it's mainly because I'm boxing.
Yeah, kind of want to slap them. See if they
Do
go
the
all
metronome
around.
thing. Boom, 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 boom.
Like, what if you slap and they go all around the dick? You know what I mean? Like a swing.
Like, what's those tetherball?
Oh boy, hell yeah. Well, thank you guys
Hell
for
yeah.
tuning in. Tune in next week. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
It's George and Brendan's Real Big Time Podcast, yeah. Tell your friends, tell your grandma. It's time for George and Brendan's Real Big Time Podcast. It's the most important